So my name is Shaina Riley. I am a partner growth lead at Google Canada, and I was born in London. I grew up with my mum and my sister and my dad initially. The main thing that was maybe a little bit different for me is that going through a school in a pretty affluent area, I was the only black girl in my school for a long time until I went to middle school. I went to university and studied media and history. I watched probably too much American TV when I was younger and had this grand idea of moving to New York and just having that wonderful Sex and the City life. A friend of mine actually told me about a visa program with Canada. I had to make a decision basically to go maybe back into the media 9-to-5 world or do something different. After that, someone had recommended that I apply for a role at Google. For a couple of years before I looked into community groups at Google, I looked into BGN, the Black Googler Network. I wasn't really involved for that long before the pandemic happened. And then we went through learning about the murder of George Floyd, and that just created a whole new context and need within our community. I started leading the Black Googler Network, BGN, from around that same time as well. At Google, I was introduced to dragon boating, which I'd never heard of before, and independent. There is an element of, being one among the community and having responsibility in support of and taking the responsibility for the community as well. The only last thing that I would want to say around my upbringing and my parents, my dad has been a huge influence in my life in terms of building confidence and having a certain element of steadfastness. My mum is just one of the strongest people that I know. Even through it all, she has managed to raise children and make the best of absolutely everything. She's the reason why, if anything happens, I'm able to kind of just be like, okay, let's take a moment and move on or move through this and help me help others.